Hello. We are going to delve into finding the equations of parallel and perpendicular lines. Let's do it now. Now you may remember, I hope you do, that parallel lines travel side by side. I'm going to make a picture of it the best way I can, which won't be excellent. However, there you go. Those lines are as parallel as I can make two lines. Because they travel side by side, they have exactly the same slope. Let's say equal slopes. So suppose the slope of these lines, suppose the slope of the green line there, let's say that. Suppose that slope is positive 3/2. Then the slope of the black line will be positive 3/2. Their slopes are exactly the same. So, the instructions say to write an equation of the line containing the given point. What is the given point? Well, it's the point that's given to you, right here. And parallel to the given line. This is the given line. It's given to you. We're going to write an equation of a line that's parallel to this line. And the new line goes through this point. Okay? That means that when we write the point-slope formula, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, the slope will be the slope of this line because our line is parallel to this line. And since our line goes through that point, the x will be 2 and the y will be 9. So that we'll have y minus 9 equals, we don't know yet, times x minus 2. All we have to do is find the slope of this line. So the slope of x plus 2y equals 5. What should I do? Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to erase the 5. It's positive, right? Doesn't say it's negative. I'm going to erase the 5, and I'm going to move it over here. Then I'm going to subtract this x over to the other side. So I'll subtract it here, and I'll subtract it here, which of course makes it negative. X minus x is 0. Bring down the 2y. 2y equals, that negative x is negative 1x. How do I know? because I don't see a number in front of the x, therefore there's an invisible x, 1. There's an invisible 1 plus 5. Then I'll divide each term by 2 so that I can isolate the y, get y by itself. Now this really doesn't matter to us. I can just leave it there. This is what matters. Negative 1/2. The slope of this line is negative 1/2. So I'll put that right in here. And erase this. Okay, we're ready to begin. I'm going to rewrite this in pencil, pseudo pencil. And give myself some room here to multiply by 2. Just like I did before. Then I'll distribute the 2. And I don't have to distribute this 2 because it encounters the negative 1/2 before it ever gets over here. 2 over 2. They cancel each other, leaving me with negative 1. So I'll have negative 1 times x minus 2 equals 2 times y minus 9. It just feels better to me to go ahead and distribute on the left and distribute on the right at the same time. But I don't have to. I mean, I could do them at different times. Generally speaking, what you do often is just a matter of when you want to do it, how you're used to doing it. Kind of like cooking. Okay, so this is going to be 2y minus 18 equals, I'll distribute the negative 1. Negative 1 times x is negative 1x. I'm going to leave the 1 there for a while. And negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2. I could also have said negative 1 times minus 2 is plus 2. Now I'll add 18 to both sides. Negative 18 plus 18 is 0, leaving me with 2y. Bring down the negative 1y, x, the negative 1x, plus 20. Then divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. The 2's cancel here, leaving me with y. Negative 1/2 x plus 10. That's the equation of our line. Okay? This is the line, the equation of the line, that's parallel to this line, and this line goes through that point. I know I always say it, but remember, you can back up. Watching the video, you can back up and watch this again. Now we have the same exact kind of problem, a parallel line. A line that's parallel to this line and goes through this point. This is the given point. This is the given line. We're going to write the equation of another line. Y minus y1 equals m, which we don't know yet, times x minus x1. Okay, y minus -7 equals, oh no, I love saying that, times x minus 7. Okay, we're ready. Let's find out what our slope is. We need to find the slope of 7x minus 6y equals, are you ready? That's a positive 5. Because we always put our x term in front. When we talk about polynomials, like you talked about them in beginning algebra, we'll talk more about that. But we're going to go into more depth. But that's next week, maybe. All right, subtract 7x from both sides. Now I'm going to actually make a 0. 7x minus 7x is 0. When the sign immediately following the term that you zero out, you send over to the other side, is a minus sign, it's really easier to do this. So you'll have 0 minus 6y equals negative 7x plus 5. Okay? Why did I do that? Because 0 minus 6y is negative 6y. That way I don't make a sign error. Sign errors can bring you down in points on tests. I used to make a lot of sign errors. Negative 7x plus 5. So I had to develop tricks that would help to limit my sign errors. Doesn't mean I'm totally free of them. Okay, I'll divide by negative 6, divide by negative 6, divide by negative 6. Y equals negative 7 over negative 6 is positive 7/6. X, positive 5 over negative 6 is minus 5/6. Now at this point, it feels like we're done, right? And a lot of people get the problem wrong because they think that they've solved the problem. You haven't. All we've done is find the slope of the given line. Slope of given line. That's this line up here. Even put an arrow. The slope of this line is 7/6. Now, because we're dealing with parallel lines, that means that this slope for our line is going to be 7/6. So now, y plus 7 equals 7/6 times x minus 7. Now we're ready to find the equation of our line. I'm going to multiply both sides of the equation by 6. I wanted it to be a different color, but my PDF editor just doesn't always cooperate. Usually it's perfect. I love it. Okay, I multiplied both of these by 6, but I am not going to let it be bad to me. So 6 and 6. There. Now, the 6's cancel, leaving me with a 7. We'll have 6 times y plus 7. And now I will distribute, 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 distribute. 6y plus 42 equals 7x minus 49. Subtract 42, subtract 42. (42 minus 42 is 0, leaving me with 6y on the left. On the right, I'll have 7x. Now, when you add, when you subtract a number and then subtract another number, that's going to give you a negative number or a minus. What you're really doing here, just to make life easier on you, is you've got negative 49 and you're adding negative 42 to it. When you add two negative numbers, your answer is a negative number. It's not the same rule as multiplication. All right, 9 plus 2 is 11, carry the 1. 4 plus 4 is 8, and 1 is 9. Then we divide by 6, divide by 6, and divide by 6. Y equals 7/6 x minus 91 over 6. Now that's a pretty strange answer, so I am going to go back and make sure I didn't make a mistake. Negative 7 goes there, 7 goes here. Okay, so that made this plus 7. Then I distributed 6, distributed 7, subtracted 42, got 91, negative 91. So, I think that's the answer. Something you can do. Oh, let me pull this up. Something you can do if you're not sure is this. 91, I mean, you don't have to worry about the sign. 91 divided by 6, math, frac, enter. Math frac always gives you fractions in lowest terms. So if I can't reduce 91 over 6, it'll tell me. Okay. By the way, that calculator is really cool. It's a free little program you can download to your computer. And if you have an Android phone, you can download it to your phone. Tablets, I'm not sure. I have all Android devices, so I've downloaded Wabadimo to everything that's electronic that I own. However, if you've got a Mac, it'll go on your Mac computer. Probably it'll go on your Mac tablet. Now here we have one more parallel line. Oh goodness. Should we do it? Yeah, I guess. This is a little different. We have 9x equals 2y plus 5. We have to solve for y to find out what the slope is. So, I'm going to do this backwards. 9x equals 2y plus 5. I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides of the equation. 5 minus 5 is 0. So 9x minus 5 equals 2y. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. We have y equals 9 over 2x minus 5 over 2. That means that the slope of this line is 9 over 2. All right, now we find the equation of our line. Yeah, I've got room. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So y minus 8 equals 9 over 2 times x minus negative 2. Don't skip steps. I've graded so many papers and people try to skip steps and then they end up just missing the whole thing. Y minus 8 equals 9 over 2 times x plus 4. See? I'm thinking about other things. Plus 2. Now I multiply by 2 on both sides. Put a multiplication sign there. And 2. These 2's cancel. So I'll have 2 times y minus 8 equals 9 times x plus 2. Now distribute, 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 distribute. 2y minus 16 equals 9x plus 18. I'm going too fast and I'm worried that I'm going to miss something. It's really easy to do. Okay, I add 16 to both sides. These zero out. I'm left with 2y on the left and 9x. All right, 8 plus 6 is 14. Carry the 1. This is going to be plus 34. Then I divide by 2. I divide by 2. I divide by 2. Y equals 9 over 2x plus 17. Yes, it's true. This is the equation of the line that's parallel to this line. And our line, our new line, goes through that point right there. Excuse me. Trying to keep this from blasting everybody out. Now, finally, here we are at perpendicular. These can be tough. Okay, let me show you some perpendicular lines. How about the x-axis and the y-axis? They're perpendicular. What makes them perpendicular is the angle between the lines. This is the symbol for 90 degrees. There's a 90-degree angle between perpendicular lines. Or perpendicular lines can look like that. And that. I'm sure this isn't exactly 90 degrees, but it's pretty close. These are perpendicular lines. So you can see immediately that the slopes are not going to be the same. Still, the first step is to find the slope of the given line. Let's do that right now. Step 1. No, I want to write this in black. Step 1. Find the slope of the given line, just like we've been doing. There it is, right there. Okay, all I have to do with that y by itself, see, it's positive, so all I have to do is plus 4. If it were negative, I'd put a minus sign. Okay, I'm going to subtract 7x from both sides of the equation. That zeroes this out, leaving me with y. So, this tells me that the slope of this line is negative 7. But that's the slope of the given line. Our slopes are not going to be equal because these are not parallel lines. They're perpendicular. Step 2. Write the slope of the given line as a fraction, if it's not already. All right, so the slope of the given line writing it as a fraction. Negative 7/1. Now, step 3, write the slope of the perpendicular line. And here's how. Two-step process. A, change the sign. So we're dealing with positive 7/1. Don't stop there, though. B, take the reciprocal. Or I should have said write the reciprocal. Write the reciprocal of the number in A. It's going to be 1/7. The slope of a line perpendicular to the given line is 1/7, positive 1/7. Now we're just going to do what we did before. Step 4, find the equation of the line. Find equation of the perpendicular. This is the symbol that means perpendicular. Find the equation of the perpendicular line. Okay. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. I forget what the given point is. 2,7. Okay, let me write that down. 2,7. So we'll have y minus 7 equals 1/7 times x minus 2. If you remember those steps, you'll be home free. So I'll multiply both sides of the equation by the denominator of the fraction. And then now it's all the same from here on out. You're just finding the equation of the line. Seven times y minus 7 equals 1 times x minus 2. Well, what is 1 times x minus 2? It's x minus 2. Over here, I'm going to distribute though. Boom, boom. 7y minus 49 equals x minus 2. Add 49 to both sides of the equation. Seven y equals x minus 47. Then divide by 7. I forgot to do something. All right. Divide by 7. Divide by 7. This is what I forgot to do. Look at this. There's a 1 in front of the x. I need to put a number in front of the x. I forgot to write the 1 since there's not another number there. Now, my slope is going to be 1/7. Y equals 1/7 x minus 47/7. And 7 won't go into 47, it will go into 49. So, that's the equation of our line. This takes a lot more energy, a lot more mental energy, a lot more physical energy. All right, first I find the slope of the given line. And I write that as a fraction if it's not already a fraction. Then to find the slope of the perpendicular line, I have to do two things. I have to change the sign, and then I have to find the reciprocal of that fraction. The reciprocal, that is opposite sign and reciprocal, is the slope of the perpendicular line. It's easier to do it than to say it. Then you just put the slope of the perpendicular line into your point slope formula, and you find the equation of the line. Let's do it again. Step 1. Step 1, read the instructions. Write an equation of the line containing the given point and perpendicular to the given line. Okay. So we need the slope of the given line. Three x plus 4y equals, it's positive 9, so plus 9. Minus 3x, negative 3x. 4y equals negative 3x plus 9. Divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. The slope of the given line is 3/4. Negative 3/4. Now, step 2. It's already a fraction. So you can kind of skip it. m given. How about given m? I don't want to mess it up. Now, step 3. This is the two-parter. M of perpendicular line. Okay. Now, A. Change the sign. Positive 3/4. B. Reciprocal. 4/3. The slope of the perpendicular line is 4/3. Yeah, has to be the opposite sign. Negative 3/4. Okay. Positive 4/3. Now, step 4, we're just going to find the equation of the line. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, now, once again, 6 negative 3. I'm writing it down right now. 6 negative 3. And double checking. Y minus negative 3 equals 4/3 times x minus 6. Y plus 3 equals that 3 over 1 times 4 over 3 times x minus 6. Oops. I combined steps and I almost totally messed myself over. And you, by the way. Bad Barbara. 4/3 times x minus 6. Okay, there we are. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by 3. I distribute. I cancel. Three y plus 9 equals 4 times x minus 6. So 3y plus 9 equals 4x minus 24. Okay, notice that I didn't distribute in the same step. The world has not yet, I don't think, come to an end. All right, now I subtract 9 from both sides. 9 minus 9 is 0. 3y equals 4x minus 33. Divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. Y equals 4/3 x minus 11. Okay. If you practice these over and over, you can build up some real speed. You'll also have body memory, which makes it less likely that you'll make a mistake. The faster you go, the more likely you are to make a mistake. I was careless, so I'm going to have to watch myself on the next one. Now, this should be easier because this is the y-intercept. Not that that means anything, but whenever a 0 is one of the coordinates in your given point, everything moves faster, or at least finding the line moves faster. So let's go ahead and find the slope of the given line, step 1. We will have 2x plus 9y equals positive 5. I have never seen so many positive 5s. I didn't write these. These are from MyMathLab. Subtract 2x, negative 2x. Well, don't need that. Nine y equals negative 2x plus 5. Divide by 9, divide by 9, divide by 9. Here's the slope of the given line. Okay. Now, step 2, it's already a fraction. Step 3. Step 2, negative 2/9. Step 3. Okay. A, 2/9. B, 9/2. Okay, here we changed the sign, and here I took the reciprocal. There. Okay, now, 0/2. Step 4, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So y minus 2 equals 9/2 times x minus 0. That's interesting. Y minus 2 equals 9/2x. After all, x minus 0 is x. Now add 2 to both sides. y equals 9 over 2x plus 2. Now, go back here, negative 2/9, change it to positive, then flip it. 9 over 2. That was correct. Okay, that's it for this homework. We found out how to find the equations of parallel lines and perpendicular lines. That is, when you know one or can find the slope of the first one, how to find the slope of, well, how to find the whole equation of the parallel and perpendicular line. If you also know a point that new line goes through. Remember, you can back up, look at the video, watch the whole thing. When it uploads to YouTube, I make sure, or I try to make sure, there's a clickable table of contents in it. The table of contents is right there in the description, but it's clickable if you click on Show More. So if you knew how to do the parallel, but you're having trouble with perpendicular, you could go to the video and just click on Find Equation of Perpendicular Line. It helps. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.